Here's a look at your market recap on this Thursday, the second day of January. Most of the barns getting back to normal business now with the new year. Several sales around the state today started mid-morning to early afternoon, and we'll recap all of those in the morning. Right now, we're going to take a look at the mid-session market out of the Joplin Regional Stockyards. They're holding a special pre-vax sale today, expecting about 8,000 head through the barn. Compared to the regular sale that was held Monday, feeder steers and heifers selling with a firm undertone, getting several of those top prices into new record territory once again. The steers, medium and large ones, 400 to 500 pounds, 370 to 430. 5 to 6 weights at 310 to 370. 6 to 7 weight steers at 276 to 322. 7 to 8 weights, 259 to 295. 8 to 9 weights at 249 to 274. 900 to 950 pound steers at 243.5 to 245.25. The feeder heifers, medium and large ones, 4 to 5 weights at 320 to 355, 5 6 weights at 280 to 327, 6 to 7 weights at 259 to 280, 7 to 8 weight heifers at 240 to 274, a few 8 to 850 pound heifers at 236 to 244. Box beef cutout values, choice closed the day at $320, $348, down 74. Select at $294, $33, down 29. Those values based on 116 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds, and the choice select spread setting at $29.25. Started to see some negotiated feedlot trade develop on Thursday. Probably more took place after the 2 o'clock cutoff time. At that point, though, however, had just over 10,000 head of confirmed sales reported. In Texas, we've seen about 1,100 head, 194 to 196. Kansas reported about 4,500 head, 195 to 196, a few dressed at 310. In Nebraska, light trade there, only about 600 head reporting so far. Live sales at 198, the dress sales at 310 to 315. In Iowa, about 1,600 head reported. Live sales there from 198 to 199.50. The dress sales at 309 to 310. Turning our attention now to the futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange. Live cattle for February 193.60 up 210. April 196.05 up $1.77. January feeder cattle 266.47 up 345. March at 266.20 up 322. Lean hogs for February 15 cents lower, 81.15. April down 2 at 86.55. The rest of contracts about 20 to 25 cents higher. Taking a look now at the grain markets at the elevators around the state. Soybeans were 2 to 19 higher. Wheat was mixed, 5 lower to 14 higher. Corn 1 to 7 higher. Milo mixed, 19 lower to 1 higher. Corn bids at the elevators in St. Louis, 477 to 480. Kansas City, 419 to 461. Grain sorghum in St. Louis, 434. Kansas City, 444. Soybean bids in St. Louis, 1039 to 1040. Kansas City, 962 to 1002. Wheat bids in St. Louis, 565 to 568. Kansas City at 515. On the board of trade, March corn closed up a penny at 459.5. May up 1.5 at 467.25. January soybeans 1 1/4 higher, 999.5. March at 10.12 up 1.5. March wheat was down 5 3/4, 545 3/4. May down a nickel, 557.5. Soybean meal for January up $3.30 a ton at 310.90. Soybean oil for January 39.70 to 100 weight, down 6 cents. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Thursday. This is Tony Hancock.